Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, and then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. All backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together, at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/remove. Protect yourself now at aura.com/remove.
Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Tane Talks. I am your host Tane, here to talk about the Summer House Reunion Part 3. And here with me is Brian from Mass Virgin. And we haven't recorded in, a week? But it feels
It's been
like
84 years.
I'm counting. And in the time that he's gone, this is Brian's first time on Tane Talks. So welcome to Tane Talks, Brian.
Yeah, the decor is different. The lighting is all very different. It's a full transition. I'm ready to talk about this. Do not worry, I didn't take whatever handful of pills Amanda took to dissociate from this reunion, so I'm fully here.
Oh my God. I found this part really heavy. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm with Mama Hubbard. We didn't get clarity. They're lying their asses off. They think we're just as dumb as they are. It's so frustrating. And because of them, we have a bonus episode next week. Because I was like, listen, I'm enjoying the reunion, but I'm also ready to put this to bed and let's move on with our lives. But no, we have something next week. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm excited to watch it. I'm happy they didn't just tuck it in the city, which I'm also watching, but like, it's not great.
It's
But
not.
like it's not great. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's not what The Valley is, because I enjoy watching The Valley, even though it's the saddest show on TV.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm happy that we're gonna get more. But on the other hand, it's like the people that I want to hear more from are giving us less than nothing
Nothing.
as it
Yeah.
is. So like, do I really think that we're going to finally get them telling the truth? I mean, it sounds like West might. He's like, yeah, no, I've been in love with your wife since 7th grade. Like, it sounds like that's going to be something.
But that might be the extent of the truth and why it made the highlight. Like,
Maybe.
when they
But
put the
if
best
I'm,
parts of a movie in the
yeah,
preview, that might be the
watch the
extent of
trailer
it,
for The
and
Nutty
that's it.
Professor.
So, yeah, nobody wants to watch them keep lying to us and keep trying to
Right.
justify, like, it happened, and leave me alone, and y'all are being mean to us. I think that's what's annoying. If we were going to
Yes.
get radical honesty and we're just going to be like, listen, we fucked up, and then we did this, and we stand on business. I know it's messed up, but I'll do it all over again, maybe. But when you're like, when we were the early days, no, it was a week after, then we went here, and you're insulting our intelligence, it's like, I don't want any more of that. Like, I don't want to. But
Yeah. Well, I'll
yeah.
tell you, I don't know if I brought up this analogy before. In wrestling, the bad guy is the heel, right? And there's a couple different heels you can be. You can be the monster heel. You can be the chicken shit heel. They're being chicken shit heels, which is like, I play dirty and I cheat, and then I claim to be the victim. I poke you in the eye and then I fall down, so the ref sees me like you hurt me. Is what's happening here.
Yeah.
Like, no, you guys did a bad thing. And now you're acting like everyone is being so unfair and so mean by not
Yeah.
celebrating your love. Like, no, this is not what I'm okay with for villainous behavior.
Yeah, it is. Before we get started, just wanted to mention at the top of the episode, like patreon.com/Tane Talks. You can go there for video, for ad-free episodes, and you can check out bonus episodes where I'm currently covering 90 Day Fiancé, The Last Resort, Season 3. It's a mess. It's a mess over there.
It
It's a
sure
mess.
is.
It's a mess.
Ziad and Rebecca, huh? Didn't see that coming.
And also, please give me a 5-star rating wherever you find your podcast. It helps people find the podcast. Thank you. All right. We did part 1 together. Part two, I didn't cover, but you can check out my thoughts with Raven on Bitches Better podcast. We covered part two over there. So on that episode, I mentioned how I don't understand the whole Sierra Kyle going the extra mile with Miha because I don't. What is a gotcha moment going to do? Like,
It's for us.
oh, thank you guys.
I enjoyed it.
Go ahead. Go
It's
ahead.
confirmation. It's confirmation that West is the devil. Is all this is. It's like you're not going to get out here and act like, oh, I didn't really have a girlfriend, and
Yeah.
like, oh, she's a crazy girl. Like, no, we see her face. She signed a release. This is now outside party that makes ugly ass horsehair ties saying, yes, I was his girlfriend situation like that. That to me is better than, because it could have gone that Sierra was like, you had a whole girlfriend. Miha, like, who's that? I could have been left to that, but she's like, no, I'm in this.
Okay, so here's my thing. I understand your point of like, okay, now we have a face to a name, right? Like when you talk about Miha, like if she's not there, it sounds like this abstract person, and it's like, oh, it's just one girl. For someone like me, I don't need proof that Wes is a shit person. I just watch the last 3 seasons and watch his off-air antics. I don't need proof. Like there's proof for that. So yes, she's a face to a name. For Kyle, I genuinely, we're gonna get into that, think that he is concerned about Amanda. It's just like, you're with the devil and I need proof. But it doesn't matter what he's doing. But for Sierra, I'm like, why are you invested? What, like, yes, he had a girlfriend. You don't care about Amanda. She's not your friend anymore. Wes is hopefully no longer in your life anymore. What do you care that he had a girlfriend? That's my thing for her. Like, let's move on. Let's step into our new era. And it has nothing to do with anything. And, she's telling her, sit by your phone. Like, I'll be texting you. I'll be calling you. For what?
Yeah.
That's my annoyance.
No, that's fair. That part of it, that's why I said it's for us. I don't think Sierra needs this for her. I think she's like, look, man, I want Kyle to make him look as bad as possible. Kyle's not going to do. He's over here hugging Amanda still.
He's the one he's the one who reached out to Miha first. He just alley-oops to Sierra and she's just like, okay, I'll dunk it. But
yeah, he's not mean enough at this point. Yeah. Like, he can't. He's mad, but he's too sad to like act on his anger. It seems like.
I mean, he's getting there. He's going through the stages. He just did the People magazine. I subscribe. Can't wait for my copy to come in so I can devour what Kyle said. I don't think I'll be impressed, but it is what it is. So
yeah.
They have a moment where they're going to break, and Bailey, West, and Amanda are alone on stage. And all of a sudden, Bailey is checking on Amanda. How is she doing? She's getting a lot of flack for that. Like, I'm not a Bailey fan, but I don't care. If you want to check on her, that's fine. It's the most basic of how are you doing. They're all there on stage. Like, people are like, she should have just walked away. I'm like, doesn't hurt. How are you doing? Like, what's going on? Bailey asks if she's hanging in there, and Amanda says no. She says, come sit with me. And then she says, like, I'm genuinely worried about you. My interpretation, I get the worry because who in their right mind would make this decision for West?
Yeah, no,
not with West, for West.
I will say this: I like Bailey. She's a mess and can't flirt.
And that's kind of Brian.
I said what I said. If I'm Bailey and I see Amanda, I'm not having her come and sit by me. I'm gonna mush her in the face and then like walk away, or like trip her, make her fall over or something like that. Yeah. I think you're correct that everyone is concerned for Amanda, not because she's like a fragile flower with these mental health issues, but it's like an okay person would not do this with this man.
As like, you threw all the way for this. About to enter your Ariana Madix era. That is insane. Right.
Yeah, this is you are filming yourself doing steroids the night before your Hall of Fame induction speech. Like, they're not going to let you in now. You had it. You were done. And then you decided to fuck it up for him. No, an okay person does not move like that.
Yep. So that's what I think she meant when she said, I'm genuinely worried about you. Apparently she texted her the night before. And Amanda, in her monotone voice and stares like, maybe I'm naive, but we've had conversations. And, thankfully, Bailey says, I do not trust him at all. And
No,
Amanda's like, that's okay. Maybe this would be a huge mistake and I'll wake up one day and realize it. Listeners, she does not think this is a mistake. She's just
no,
saying that. She absolutely does not think this is a mistake.
no. She believes this is true love.
Yeah.
This is. But daddy, I love him. Like that's what this is. I'm like, dude. If all of your friends are like that man is garbage and it's gonna hurt you, you look dumb as hell for being like, nah, he's cool. Like,
Yeah.
no, this is not gonna go well.
I mean, I gotta say, the girl looks zanned out and she also looks unwell. It's not
Yeah.
like it. mm, okay.
No, no, she looks pilled out. Her pupils are the size of dinner plates, and I I am an emotional person. I cry easily, all of these things. If I'm up there with friends of mine who are like, "Look, man, you're a piece of shit," I wouldn't be able to sit there like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm actually okay. I'm totally fine." She's performing Amber Portwood on the couch. Like there's nothing behind those eyes, and I
Yeah.
am going to recklessly speculate there are chemicals involved.
Yeah. It's not your first time, Brian, to
It's
recklessly
just what I do.
speculate. Okay, throw in the allegedly. No?
Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. Sprinkle it all on top.
Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle.
That's right.
Okay, so she says that it's hard to sit on the stage and explain herself when no one is going to listen. And Bailey's like, yeah, like Bailey, yeah, yeah. To what? What is there to
Well,
explain? What do you want to explain? How are you the victim again? Like, do you not get tired of being the victim? If you're gonna be a villain, if you're gonna make a decision like this, take all that it comes with. Like, I need to take a deep breath. I'm just so frustrated by everything, especially because I do not have the answer to why. It doesn't make any sense. So all this is for naught. There's no answer at the end of
no.
this.
Well, the answer to why is that she is like a malignant pick me girl, and she got picked. That's all this is. She wanted a man who wanted to have sex with her to like throw her a bone, and that's all that it takes for her to get excited and like do bad things, essentially.
That's
Like because
unfortunate.
she this is not the only man who has like ever stood up for her in the house, as she likes to believe, because Carl is right there. It's the only man who stood up for her who then like took his pants off, and like she's a pick me girl. And I don't know how we didn't notice it until just now, but like I was blind to this until this season,
I've been trying to remember what I felt, but I can't remember what I feel, so I can't say anything with conviction.
right?
Of how I felt, but I think it was ebbs and flows. I think we had moments where Amanda, like during the Luke time, or when she was always whiny, and you're just like, okay, she seems mean. Like, what do why are you being so mean about this? Or when she was mean to Jules, and it's like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is strange. And then sometimes you get overshadowed. Kyle is the person who overshadows the relationship. He sucks up all
Yeah.
the air when they walk in. So then we're focused on that. And then she had all the friends that, covered that up. So it's easy to get lost into it. And she's the kind of manipulative, nice person. Like you just throw
Mm-hmm.
rocks, hide your hands, and it's not like obvious, but in hindsight, we can all see it clearly. But I think it was up and down. We were just, nah, Amanda would never do that. But I think Amanda is like a Brittany from the Valley. I've
Mm-hmm.
just never liked Britney. It's just that the cast decided that Britney has a Southern accent, so she can never do anything wrong. So she's great. And I'm like, guys, for her to be with Jax, there is something wrong with her. Okay?
Yeah. For her to
Like,
be with Jax for this long.
yes,
Something right. Yeah.
it doesn't absolve it. And then she does all the things, and then everyone's like, oh no, Britney would never. And then they could literally see her like stab someone and be like, nah, she's just cleaning the knife.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. So I think I see Amanda and Brittany in the same vein where people are just like, oh, she's frail, she's fragile, she would never. But those are the worst kinds because you can hide in plain sight.
Yeah.
So
Well, the difference is Brittany has not done anything unequivocally evil yet. Like she's
yeah,
been mean and gotten a pass for it, but
yeah.
we haven't seen her like go hook up with Luke or whatever in like Kristen's bed. Like we
No, but I
haven't.
think but I think what I mean is when people cast they're similar in that they're cast into roles so they're able to get away
Mhm.
with more I just want to put a disclaimer. This does not mean that I support Jesse Lally deciding that, oh, we need to go after. What the hell is that?
It's insane. That
That's
is
not what I
insane.
mean. I just mean that they've been cast into roles so they're able to get away with more stuff because perception sometimes is reality. And it's just like, oh, they're forever
Yeah.
fragile. Oh, they came from, so it's fine. And if now Britney steals, what is more likely is Britney stealing a man from Lala because they have the same taste, then everyone's going to
Mm.
roll the tape back and everyone's going, oh, we never saw it. Yes, it was. You just decided no matter what she did, it's fine. So,
Yeah, true. Fact.
um, so Dara and KJ, they're still on break, are talking to Carl, and Carl is telling Lindsay, "You're unbelievable. You're great." I'm like, Carl, what are you doing? You know you don't want to do anything. So what are you doing right now?
I don't know
So
what he's doing.
Ben checks on Sierra to see if she's okay. And then Lindsay is like dissecting Carl and Jesse being 6'5", but Jesse's slouching, and they joke about Kyle saying you 6'5" motherfucker like it was an insult.
He can't diss anybody. He's not good at that part of it. But that
He's
was
fun, he's
terrible.
funny. He's funny with it. And
Unintentionally.
I'm just like, no matter what happens in the next year, hopefully they come back. Please always sit Kyle and Lindsay together because they're
Hmm.
hilarious together.
They're fun. They're fun side by side.
Andy asked Wes, when did it turn from friends? And Wes is like, well, we're going out a lot in February and March, with my friends. Oh, wait, we share mutual friends. And I was like, name them.
Right?
Name the
Name them.
friends that
Name
weren't
them.
originally Wes and became her friends. Name her friends that you had that were
Uh-huh.
mutual.
Katie DeLuca.
And this, I'm not going to use the term. I don't like when people use buzzwords and narcissists and all that stuff. But this motherfucker, I can use that, says, I took it personal that I was seeing her blossom, that I saw her happy, that I saw her. I'm just like, you think it's because, I mean, it was because of him, actually. But it's just,
Yeah.
it
No,
was just
it's
gross.
pathetic. It's gross, it's nasty. It's all of this is stupid. Because it's like the idea that you want me to believe that this is a real love relationship, that this is 2 seasons from now, we're going to get the West and Amanda wedding special. Like, you guys are not going to be together before I finish this sentence.
Oh,
Like,
you
this is,
don't
you guys
know
don't like
that.
each other.
You don't know
Oh,
that. Look at it. Alicia Keys and Sweet Beats still together.
well, yeah, but Swiss Beats
So,
is talented. Like,
she's getting something
I
out of
don't
it.
know. Yeah, Swiss Beats he can make beats. He still
Look
makes some of the best
at,
beats in the business.
what are the two people, the Today Show people? They're getting married
Oh God,
soon.
they are getting married.
You know,
Amy Robach and
Amy
TJ
Roman.
Holmes, is
Yeah.
that his name?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Look at
Well,
that.
okay. All
Don't
right.
let it stop you. Your true love.
It's gross. You're right. I guess maybe they will be in love
It's
and get
okay. There's
married on a
also
mountaintop.
there's Raquel and Sandoval. There are the others also there. It's not,
Yeah. Yeah.
we'll see. Um they asked Amanda, and she was like, it wasn't necessarily like a slow burn or something, that there was a night he said something, and the minute he said, is there something, all the emotions came flooding in. It wasn't a slow burn. And I'm like, huh, okay.
I
I
said
think
out loud, that doesn't happen.
it
That's not a
like,
thing.
but you know what? If you think in the mind of Amanda, Amanda has to be told what to think. Like, if Wes
Mhm.
thinks there's something, oh my God, there's something. Okay, let's make something
Yeah.
happen. And then all of a sudden, all the emotions came flooding in. But I think
Well,
she
yeah.
re-upped whatever she's taking during the break.
Yes.
I
When she was
think,
back there,
yeah, when
because
she was
you
back.
saw Lindsay said she was gone for more than an hour, right?
Yeah.
So if she's back there for an hour, I don't know what pills she is eating, but like I just picture she ate a handful of pills, laid down under that big ass blanket, waited to feel the rush, and then's like, okay, now I can go back out there on the stage. I'm just like, what this is? You are not fooling anybody. Like I've
Oh
watched
my
every episode
God.
of Intervention. You're not fooling anybody.
But that's why I said it was kind of heavy. There's just so many layers of this. Like, we're
Yeah.
not even talking about West sweating his ass off.
Well, dripping. This
He
man's
was
dripping.
dripping.
His hair was fucked up by the end. It was fucked up when he came in, but it got worse by the end of this.
That's crazy. Okay. I'm going to take a break, and I'll be right back. All right. So they come back, and then Andy's like, okay, I'm just gonna ask directly. Were you guys having an affair during the summer? And in unison, they got this one right. They're like, absolutely not. I'm like, okay.
Okay, I guess I'm dumb, so I'll believe you.
All right.
Like,
And
get
Jesse
out of
was
here.
like, okay, fine. If you were not having an affair, but you were making us feel crazy. And then
Mhm.
Kyle adds, like, West also in March, February responded on the Sierra's post and was like, holy frick, like, she was so hot. And they were being so like calculated about the whole
Yep.
thing. And I'm still mad that we didn't get to see Jesse's timeline, which he posted, and it's
Oh, it was good.
very detailed,
This
you
man
know?
needs to work for the CIA. This was a document. He had, to quote Heather Gay, receipts, proof, timeline. He had everything. This was
Yeah.
exactly what I wanted, and I don't know why that was not put on screen and just like had
Yeah.
Andy walk through it. That was really really well done.
Yeah, it wasn't even in the extended cut on there. And it's
No.
just that's the other casualty of this affair is that this whole thing became about them, and I was like, I know that Lindsay is so pissed that the house that she built, season 10, a monumental season, has been
Mm-hmm.
eclipsed by these idiots, and that's all we're talking about, and we're not, focused on everybody else. Everyone's just there sitting there. I mean, Dara had her one line and that was it. She just cuddled up with KJ the rest of the time because there's nothing else to talk about, because we could have talked
Yeah.
about the whole thing when Bailey said, "Oh, you went in with Ben," and "Oh, you came out." And it's like, "Oh, were you jealous?" So
Mm-hmm.
continue. There was so many questions that we could have asked. I'm still mad that we didn't ask the whole what's up with Levi, Bailey, and Lindsay saying that Dara was there for clout. Why are we not asking these questions? There were things that happened,
Oh,
you know.
yeah, they put poor Levi on a skateboard and just pushed her across the stage. She was here and gone immediately. It's just there was a lot of stuff that could have been discussed that
Yeah.
just wasn't. I would have liked to get, Lindsay and Carl talking about their sit down in the igloo a little bit more, because that was like a
Yeah.
really important moment for the history of the show. It
Yeah.
wasn't like super dramatic, but it would be nice to hear them talk about what they were feeling in that moment a little bit, because that relationship is so important to the lore of this show.
Yeah. And it's like Andy could have just asked, is like, do you like what hurt you the most about that breakup as of now? Like now that some time has passed, like what is the thing that, you hated the most about it? Because I still feel like she has resentment about him making it public. And maybe she's talked about it and I
Very
missed it.
much.
But in the heat of them trying to rebuild something, let's revisit, let's see where that is. What do you want out of it? I don't know. There were opportunities that we
Yeah, no,
missed,
there were missed opportunities, and it's Amanda and West's fault.
as always.
Yep.
Andy says on What Will Happens Live, he asked Mia if she thought something happened, and she said, yeah, the last few episodes, like during the fight, she's listening to examples that Amanda was calm, she was talking to them in the kitchen, but then Wes comes in and she flies into his arms, and then suddenly
Mm-hmm.
she's crying and he's kissing her on the head, and the producers are like, hold please, and they
We
roll
got it.
beautiful bean footage and we see it.
Zoom in,
And
enhance.
she's like, during the fight, like, she runs outside to talk to Kyle, and then Wes comes really close. His hands are so comfortable, so close to her breast, and
Yep.
he would never touch her like that. Like, I know he hasn't. And Lindsay was like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, for record, he hasn't. And they're like, ugh. And no one mentions how they jumped when they were saying goodbye. I'm like, that is what I want. What was that about?
Yep.
Like that we
What was
have
that
ready.
about?
Play that one. I don't want them to recall
Yeah.
it because ma'am is saying like she didn't watch it. And it's like, we got to make this mandatory for these people to watch this stuff
Yes.
because they're getting away with a lot of stuff between the podcast and the tell-alls and the everything else. Like we need to start making these people pay in some way or form because it's annoying,
Yeah, Clockwork Orange them, strap them into a chair, hold their eyeballs open, and make them watch. Put little drops in when they get dry, but like you have got to make them watch this.
Wes was like, and I know they thought about this. They were like, well, if you guys thought something was weird, you would have flagged it because we were all in the house together. And Mia's like, no, we wouldn't have. We
No,
saw her as
wouldn't
a
have.
victim. And also we thought she would never do that. And I said the same thing. I think it was with Raven also. We were just talking about, oh, are the rumors true? Everybody stop. And I'm like, Amanda would never. Maybe I said it on this podcast. I don't remember. Stupid me. And even though I did put the caveat, I'm like, you can never put anything past any Bravo celebrity. Anything is possible. You know, Portia took a
Well,
man
Tane,
that she
stupid
met.
us. Stupid us. Because in the beginning, my take was, I hope this is true. Because
Yes,
in my
yes,
mind, it was, this would only be done with Sierra's blessing. And I hope this is true because it's going to drive Kyle insane and he sucks. And so
yeah,
if this happened, then obviously Amanda and West would have gone to Sierra and said, hey, we might have some feelings here. Is this okay with you? And then she gave the blessing. My dumbass never imagined that they would have just been like doing this and lying to people and all. That was
yeah,
not the scenario that I saw at all.
yeah. Oh yeah, it was us. We were talking about it and
Yeah,
thinking, and you were like, "I
I'm a
want the
moron,
mess."
turns out.
He said, "I want the mess."
Yeah, well, I do love mess.
Going back to it all and just thinking about it, just in general, why are you so chummy with a guy that hurt your friend? Like, you claim that
Mm-mm.
she's your best friend, she's helped you through, whether or not you think that it was a relationship that was deep enough or not. Why are you so chummy with the ops?
Could never be
That's
me.
the
Could
part that
never be me.
I don't get. So then when you do hang out, because the truth is she never, we're going to get to when Andy asked, did you ever see her as a show friend? But it's, you never saw her as a friend. That's just the God
Mm-mm.
honest truth of it.
No.
So they claim like they didn't have a crush on each other. And she's like, it's so easy for you guys to see through the lens that you want to. Amanda claims like, I would never cheat. I was like, that's bold. Yeah.
You're married, so you're actively cheating right now. I mean, say what you want to say about it, but y'all haven't signed papers yet.
Lindsay's throwing out words, and then she's like, well, maybe it seems like it was an emotional affair. And Wes was like, you know what? That's fair. I can give you that. And I'm sure Amanda's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, Amanda didn't hear any of this because her brain is not working right now.
Yeah, that's true. So Lindsay
Yeah.
was like, yeah. And looking back when you were yelling when West kissed that girl right beside Sierra, it just felt like you were yelling at West for yourself and not for Sierra.
Yup.
Kyle is trying to put two words together. The man is distraught. And he's just
He's
like,
having a hard
I have
one.
a timeline. I have a timeline question. He brings up the Super Bowl, Brianna Chicken Fry, Dave Portnoy, and Amanda's like under her breath, but she's mic'd up. Oh, that stupid fucking thing. And Kyle says he has been DM'd, and it was only 1 week between their split. And was there anything that happened there? And Amanda says, on my fucking life and my dog's life. So
Well, them dogs died, huh? That's what happened.
poor
What are
dogs.
you doing? Right?
And Mia's just like, so did you guys come forward because of the speculation, or were you just planning on lying? Which, what is the lie if they're going out publicly everywhere? They wanted to be caught. They know the
Yeah.
fans are insane. They
No.
saw
This
the
is.
blinds.
Yeah. I can't imagine thinking you could pull this off long term and like not have everybody find out. Like this is not. I mean, this is. I don't know. I don't even have a comp for what this would be. Like this is you guys you're playing in everyone's face.
Yeah.
And I mean, the only one I got is like, college football recruiting. You can't show up at somebody else's campus when you are already saying, I'm going to go to this school wearing all their gear and be like, no,
Yeah.
I'm just here to hang out. It's like, no, we
Yeah.
know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, yeah, she was like, "Were you gonna keep lying?" And she says, like, Amanda's like, "Well, the speculation was so much. There was a lot of speculation, and we were trying to figure out what we were doing, including the whole Mia situation. And Mia should have been a lawyer because she sets it up so she can be like, you fall into my trap." She's like, "Oh, sorry, I
Mm-hmm.
have a follow up question because I want to follow up with that. So, just making sure it had nothing to do with hurting your friendship with Sierra, but more about figuring out the Mia situation. Got it? Got it."
Mm-hmm. She
Amanda's
said,
just like,
aha.
gotcha. So Amanda's like, oh my God, I know I didn't handle it right. And that's all I knew to do. Not a whole lot. And, I'm so sorry for lying to you, Sierra. And then Andy asked Wes, like, did Mia know that he was dating other people? And then he's like, well, I mean, I told her it was not an exclusive relationship. And Sierra's like, you're lying. You sent her flowers on Valentine's Day. Again, Why does she know
Oof.
so much? Like, don't tell him that you care. That's the I don't like that.
Well,
I really
yeah, but I mean, she knows this because Mihab was like, "So here's the flowers he sent me on Valentine's Day,
I
like
know.
the chocolate hearts and
I
shit."
I just wouldn't want details. It's like you've done this.
Yeah,
Now I know for sure you are not my person. Whatever gave her that idea that West is her person. Like I can move on and whatever you decide to do with your life is fine. I don't need details. What am I gonna do with
yeah.
these details?
Well,
And she better not
my
be
only
best friends
thought,
with Mia now.
well, she might. My only thought process here is she knows that she needs as much damning evidence against this man as possible to not fall back into this again in a year or two. Because I don't know what hold he has on her. I'm not sure if this was some kind of a wish or a spell that he put on her or witchcraft or whatever. But I think she's just like, I am afraid that if I just say, okay, he hooked up with Amanda, it went on for a couple of months, it was gross, but like I don't want to keep on hating him forever, that maybe she would fall for it again. So she's like, I need to see as much evidence as possible to store in here forever so that if I ever have an inkling that maybe I'll do this again, I will know to not. Otherwise, this is just a lot of obsession over this shit ass man. I don't get it.
Hmm. Well, Kyle says like I'm just genuinely concerned for Amanda, and it seems like this is your MO. Like you just lead women on, and honestly, we go back and forth on were they exclusive, were they not, and I think this man just realized in real time that exclusivity and someone being your girlfriend are kind of like the same thing. I mean, unless it's
Mm-hmm.
Love Island, but it's like, what you should do. I can't keep up with the lies because it's just very clearly a lie and they're talking so carefully so they don't trip up. And they're all talking over each other. And then Kyle and Sierra is saying, like, oh, I have a timeline. I'm like, ugh, okay.
Yeah.
And he asked Amanda, like, okay, does all of this give you cause for concern? And Sierra just keeps yelling. He flew her out for a game with his dad. He told her, and they were saying, I love you to each other. And like, Amanda just calmly says, I knew some of this, but not all. And I'm like, oh
Yeah,
gosh.
some of this is new to me right now in this moment.
I'm surprised that she admitted
What?
to that. I thought her whole game
Yeah.
plan was united front, and then I'm going to deal with you behind closed doors. But I mean, I'm not giving her
10
kudos.
hours
So, but
later,
yes, yeah,
the mask
she
slipped.
admitted to that. So they say there was nothing really going on between them on Val's Day, so that's fine. And they were like, okay, but you just said January. I'm like, see,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Messy.
Bailey is just like under her breath, like, I don't know, the Super Bowl thing is kind of incriminating. She's telling Mia because, Portnoy has no reason to get involved. That's a whole separate conversation. He does like to be
I
in the
hate that
mix,
man. I
but,
can't stand
but,
him.
you know, so, Amanda gives him a look. I don't know what the look was because they were talking about the whole Val's Day thing. And maybe she is just realizing we don't know what he has told her about the
Mm-hmm.
situation. Again, West is just sweating up a storm. And then Jesse tears up and says like he just hurts. He feels like he was being lied to, and the sanctity of this friend group feels broken, and he just did not expect it. What did you think about this, and what are your general thoughts on Jesse knowing or not knowing about this whole thing?
I don't think Jesse knew. I don't think he was the Tom Schwartz in this situation, helping to like hide the bodies and shit. I think he is genuinely hurt that his friend lied to him and did it repeatedly. And now that we've seen his timeline, gave him ample opportunities to be truthful. He chose not to. And that has really shaken Jesse. And then to know that he also had a friend who did this to him over the summer. He's also like emotionally wrapped up in that too. I don't like Jesse.
Mhm,
He kind of bothers me. But in this
mhm,
moment, I'm like, this man is clearly very emotionally affected by this because he thought this was his boy. And when you have those moments where it's like, oh, this is my boy, and then he does some dirty, underhanded shit to you, it's like, oh, I guess we were never boys in the first place. Like I really put a lot of trust in you and a lot of value in this friendship. And, you know, not to take the side of any men here, but like male friendships that are good can be hard to come by sometimes.
yeah.
And so when you think you have one and then you find out, oh, you're just a piece of shit, huh? Like it that'll rattle you a little bit. So he was I mean, if he was not truly emotionally damaged by this, that man needs to start doing professional dramatic acting. Because, like,
Oh,
I
add that to
believe
the
all of his
singing.
emotions. Right. Well, replace the singing with acting instead. Like, maybe do a J-Lo. Quit singing. Just act instead.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just torn. I was like convinced that he had an inkling and he was like, I'm just going to protect my boy, or not protect, but you know how guys are like, not my business, not my problem. But like the more he speaks, the more he says like he confronted, he asked, he did this and they said
Mm-hmm.
no, and this happened to him. I think I'm inclined to believe him. And I think the other part people are talking about, and I think is noticed more in romantic relationships, like say is Sierra, where we have seen two, three poor decisions when it comes to men. And you get to the point
Mm-hmm.
where you don't trust yourself and it's like, what is it about me where I am believing this? So on the flip side of the friendship, Jesse and Wes had the bond of coming in together, right? And they were a success in a string of failed male house guests on Summer House. And they had this bond and they were
Right.
there together. And it's like, if you did this and I had.
If you felt stuck trying to lose weight, you're not alone. Enter Weight Loss by Hers. It's designed to support you in reaching your goals. And Hers now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen. With Wegovy at Hers, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise. It helps you regulate your appetite, eat less, and keep weight off. Plus, Wegovy is the first GLP-1 available in a pill, so there are no needles needed. Everything is 100% online through Hers. You'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door. No insurance necessary. And it doesn't stop there. Weight Loss by Hers goes beyond medication by offering access to 24/7 messaging with your care team and tons of in-app lifestyle and nutrition tips like recipes, meal plans, fitness videos, sleep content, and more. Even better, with a range of affordable GLP-1 options, Hers makes it simple to find an approach that fits your needs and your budget if eligible. You'll get a treatment plan personalized to you and unlimited dosage changes as needed. It's weight loss designed to work with your life. Ready to reach your goals? Visit forhers.com/women to get personalized, affordable care that gets you. That's forhers.com/women. forhers.com/women. Weight Loss by Hers is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk A/S. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit forhers.com.
You may think you know McDonald's drinks, but you don't know them like this. From fruity refreshers like the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher and the Mango Pineapple Refresher with popping boba, to crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry-flavored Sprite topped with cold foam. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? 6 all-new drinks are here. Try them all, now at McDonald's. Refreshers contain caffeine.
Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, and then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together, at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/remove. Protect yourself now at aura.com/remove.
No inkling that you could do this. How broken is my picker for friends? So you have to sit with
Very.
that. And then we find out that your best friend did the same thing. So that's 2 people in my life. And I had no idea. So, okay, is it something about me? Or can I not detect bullshit? And then you question yourself. And that's a whole other layer that you have to sit with, within yourself. So I think that's the other part that, it's not being spoken about on
Yeah,
that
no,
end
fully
for
agreed.
Jesse. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Andy says, so West, you told Ben, I don't want to be a boyfriend. Like, I don't want to portray anything even close to a boy. If it starts with bull, please do not put my name in there. But are you monogamous now? Good question. Because I got to tell you, Brian, in talking about Amanda and West, I was going to say, oh, why don't you go after I was going to say boyfriend or girlfriend. It is odd for me to call them boyfriend and girlfriend. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't roll off the tongue
Well,
right. It's just weird.
yeah. Well, that is her boyfriend, and she is not his girlfriend.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know what to say about that. Like, I mean, it's me all over again. You're like, well, yeah, she thought, but I didn't. I don't know. I'm over here slinging dick everywhere. Like, I think he would like for her to be part of his roster. He can't have a roster anymore because everyone's watching him now. But I think that's what there probably was a period of time in the beginning before everyone knew where she was just in his rotation, essentially. And now he's like, oh, damn it. Now I'm stuck with this one, huh?
I mean, he is trapped because there's nothing he can do now that's not going to be out. People are taking pictures of them just like doing the slightest of things. So the minute
Spitting
he
food into
steps
each other's
out,
mouths and
he better, oh, that's disgusting, He better sharpen his
it's like
breaking up
COVID never
skills
happened.
because he just needs
Yeah,
to break
no,
up with
yeah.
her if he's going to do anything because he's going to be everywhere. And here's the thing. This is going to happen. If they don't last and they break up, West is still not going to have a problem finding women because listen,
I know.
anybody has a chance. Anybody, like I've seen people do worse and they still have a string of, girlfriends. So he'll be fine.
I don't understand it, but it's
He'll
going
be
to
fine.
happen for him. It's gross.
Everyone thinks they're different. I mean, see, Amanda currently thinks that she's going to be different, and that's what's going to
Different
happen.
from all the others.
So, West does say yes, they are monogamous, but I think Amanda interrupts him and says something else. I was like, oh, not since the feelings, but since the statements, they've been monogamous. I'm like, guys, this is not a textbook. I've said it over and over again. I don't want my reality shows to feel like homework. I don't have time for timelines and stuff. Just tell me, do you have feelings? Yes or no? Don't tell me before the feelings, before the statement. I can't keep up. Which statement? The Kyle and Amanda statement? You and West
Right.
statement? Is it January? Is it February? Is it Portnoy Super Bowl? It's too much.
Are you fucking other people or not? Like, that is the question.
So Andy asked if they feel pressure to make this work, and West agrees. Like, yeah, there's already pressure being a public guy, but I do feel pressure to make it work. But I like the way Andy phrases it. He's like, for someone with clear commitment issues.
And Wes is like, yeah, I have those. Yep.
You can always count on West to not disagree when something negative is being said about him. He's like, sounds about right. Yep.
Yeah, that checks out.
So, Kyle says that, he loves Amanda and he's just mad because she was vulnerable. They closed the doors on their marriage and he made the move and now he isolated her. And right now she's on an island and he just wants to know, what is your plan for Amanda? And I'm like, okay, Amanda is still in a zombie state, but she's a grown woman, Brian. She made her choice. I don't get I know where he's coming from. He's been her, I don't want to say protector because he's been the attacker, but he's been her husband
partner-ish
for so long. And now you want to step up to protect her after you told us all the things. She's lazy. She smokes weed all day. She's not supportive. She doesn't give you anything. And then now you want us to switch up and she's vulnerable and Wes has all this power and isolated her. Does he have some kind of power? Yes, he does. But I mean, I'm currently watching couples therapy, and one of the couples, as she's speaking, the therapist tells her, like, don't speak right now. You have very convincing powers. She's like, what? No, I don't. And she goes, yes, you do. Just be quiet. So
listen here, Rasputin. Chill.
So Wes does have some kind of power, but you cannot take the onus from Amanda that she willingly went into this relationship and That's the only, side eye. It's not the only, but it's a side eye I'm giving Kyle for saying this. Like, she's not isolated. She doesn't want to be with you guys. You guys are going to tell her the
Well,
truth. She don't need that.
I mean, she is isolated because you can't. She has Katie DeLuca, is that her name?
Yeah.
And then
Hmm.
like West friends, and it doesn't
Hmm.
sound like there's anybody. She can't make new friends right now. Like he did. This did isolate her. He did not isolate her.
Okay,
She
yes.
chose self isolation.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Is like she doesn't want to be
yeah.
with the guys that are going to tell her the truth. Are you telling me like, oh, if you're going to, if Sierra invited you for a drink, you said no. Paige wants to hang out. These are people who are going to tell you the truth. You want to hang out with Mia? You know that thing where if you're looking for advice, you kind of know which friend you're going to go to because you go to the friend
Mhm.
that would tell you what you want to hear. She's not going to go to them. West friends are, I don't know who they are, but they're going to be like, yeah, you deserve to be happy. Go for it. You've been in a, so that's who she's going to hang out with. So she plays a part into what's happening. Let's not
Oh
make it
yes,
seem
she has
like,
agency in this.
yeah, Abracadabra and West the Magician did it. But for the very first time, I did see bags under Kyle's eyes. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, he listen. By the end of this, he's just like, man, call me Carl because I'm a mess. Like he just wasn't doing well anymore by the end of this.
Mans is stressed. So,
Yeah.
okay, take another break and I'll be right back. All right. Kyle continues and says that he did consider Wes to be one of his best friends, and that it was just so weird when Wes was texting him about their sex life or lack thereof. Meanwhile, he was on a dinner date with Amanda in Miami.
Mm. Mm.
That
Mm-mm.
this is on Jesse's timeline, by the way. Just go look it up on social media where he's like, they went to dinner without me. And
Yep.
I literally said, "Oh my god," out loud. And Jesse says, if the dinner was innocent, because Wes was like, "Oh, we were just friends," and then Jesse was like, "Okay, so why wasn't I invited?" And then
Yep.
Wes is like, "We had dinner plans the next day, whatever." I'm like, "Oh, don't get sassy now."
Yeah, you weren't invited because we were fucking in the restaurant.
I don't know if this is a strong statement because they just brushed past it, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's not a big deal. I think this was the worst thing I heard this whole like because we've gone over the whole things
Yeah.
they've done over and over, but for me this part 3 it just kept getting worse and worse and worse as to how terrible. It's not just a lie they were trying to cover, like they were just being selfish, reckless, and horrible
Mm-hmm.
humans. But the fact that you knew something was going on and you still texted him to find out information while on a date with his wife.
Yup. Yeah.
Nah,
No,
that
this is
that
terrible.
mm-mm.
This is terrible. This is Rock
No,
Rochelle asking Ariana, so you guys don't like each other anymore, right? Like this was the exact same thing as that. This is horrible.
I just don't know why Andy wasn't like, wait, let's hear more about this. Like, you what? So, what was your intent? Because Wes is all, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Like, no, 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 no. Let's walk through the process. What were
Mm-hmm.
you trying to find out? Amanda, did you know he was sexting? Were you in on, like, let's dive deep into this part. The rest we've heard 100 times. They're just going to say we weren't thinking. It was May, June, July, summer, spring joggers. I don't know. But I just wish that we had, dive deeper into that. So,
Yep.
he says it makes sense that everyone's concerned that he's the worst person to risk it all for. And in this whole time, Amanda has not said a word.
No,
Not a
because
word.
she's not here with us. Like she's somewhere else.
But anyways, they're like, Andy says, like, you had to have known that, people were suspicious and it was going to come out. Like you were
Huh?
basically bragging about it. And she's like, no, it wasn't. I wasn't bragging. And then Kyle points out, like, no, you did a 20 carousel thing about West. And then at the end, you're like, this is how much I care. And she's like, oh, wait, that was a dumb mistake. Like, it wasn't intentional. I promise.
It
And I'm
was
like,
totally unrelated to this. What?
again, earlier I said that she was hanging out with a guy that hurt her best friend, and he's now the star of your carousel. It doesn't make
Mm-hmm.
sense. So
Nope.
that's
Couldn't be
when
me.
Andy asks and says, "So, well." They phrase it as a viewer question and is like, so was this a show of friendship with Sierra or was it a real friendship? The pause was too long,
Yeah.
first of all. And
Yep.
then when she said, she was like, no, I mean, it was a real friendship because, of course, well, it couldn't be anything other than that because it would be insensitive and insane. to say otherwise.
Insensitive and insane, the Amanda Batula story. Like, yes, it would be, and you did that.
No, but here's the thing. I was just like, what? Did she say that out loud? It's because what I heard was, no, I'm going to say like it's a real friendship because if I say otherwise, well, that would be insensitive and insane, but I'm going to say the
Yeah.
right thing. So, and I'm like, oh my God.
If I say it was, and I'm the bad guy, so it was real. What?
Sure. Is that what you
This is
want to
trash.
hear? Wow. Yeah, this is when she shares that she hasn't been watching because I think Andy asked her, like, when you watch the episodes, like, what did you think? And she's like, I haven't been watching the show. And Amanda says, oh, I'm going to watch it after. And they're like, after? It's a little too late for to watch it
Yeah.
after. And she's like, oh my God, I'm not playing victim, because she knew that she could pinpoint all the stuff that people were going to say about her. And I'm like, is that what it's about? Like Paige said, we live our lives in front of a camera, not because of the camera. So I don't know why they're pinpointing. And if you know you could pinpoint, then don't do it.
Yeah.
That's an option.
Do bad things. Like that's,
So,
yeah, do that.
Anyway, Sierra tells her, like, you don't care. You really don't care about me. Let's just stop the act. So Andy tries again. He gets all daddy mode and turns to her and was like, Amanda, do you understand why people are really upset? Because I don't think it's clicking. Like, it's such a huge friend betrayal. Like, and then they show the reel of Sierra just like hyping her and telling her all the things that is. I got emotional.
It was brutal.
I got
Brutal to watch
emotional.
this.
Because in all of this, it's not like Sierra's not going through her own things. Like beyond the boys, beyond everything, she's going through whatever she's going through. She still has the energy. She's like, call me when you need it. She brings her own friend. They rally around you too, and still. He says, like, what are you thinking? Like when you're betraying her, what's going on? And she's like, this has been a confusing and crazy time. And I developed feelings for someone I shouldn't have. Here are my follow-up questions, Brian. Why did you think you have to follow through? Just because you have feelings for a person doesn't mean you have to follow through. Like,
Exactly.
especially after a 10-year relationship, a difficult, hard relationship where there was a whole bunch of things you did not like, and just the shittiness of it all. Like, was it even a thought like, you know what? Yes, I do have feelings for you. Maybe we shouldn't hang out so much because if you're claiming it's because you hang out so much, let's give each other some space. Plus, you're seeing other people. Let's give each other some space and see if it's like a proximity thing. What's that thing where, when you're with a therapist or something, you fall in love with the therapist because they're helping you figure out your life and what? Maybe things like that. Maybe if we have space, I'm hanging out with other people. I mean, she claims she has friends that are not imaginary.
No, she ain't got none.
Go hang out with those friends. And let's see what happens, just to give yourself a chance to do the right thing.
Yeah.
I wish these were all the things that were asked, because it seems like in Amanda's mind, I never say West because West is bottom of the pile. That is not an option for him. So maybe I am giving Amanda too much credit based on what we thought she was. But was that not a thought for you to even try? Why jump into a relationship immediately? Why do you feel your life is not complete if you do not have a man in it?
Yeah. Well, and listen, I have been married for a long time now. When I was in college and I was dating somebody, there were also lots of other women that I found attractive that I might have had like a crush on, whatever. I'm not like, well, what am I going to do? Not have sex with them? It's like, well, no, I'm dating somebody. So no, I'm not going to. Like, it's not like just because you develop feelings for somebody and they say, hey, I have feelings for you too, your clothes take themselves off. Like you don't have to do any, you could, the logical thing to do would be say, oh shit, okay, we have both flown way too close to the sun here. We need to put an end to this. And like, yes, that means denying ourselves something that we want. That's called being an adult. And so like, I'm flattered that you feel this way about me. I need you to know I do have feelings for you too. We cannot do this.
Yeah.
That's what a grown up would do.
Yeah, it was an absolute conscious decision, but she has decided to frame it as, I fell for someone and there was nothing I could do about it. Once you fall for someone, oh my God, you just got to go for it. That,
right.
Like Mia said, are we morally bankrupt?
Yeah.
Yes, we
it's
are.
Like, listen, man, I am Pepe Le Pew. I don't care if that's a cat or not. I can't stop kissing it. Like, no, you make a choice, man.
Yeah. She says it kills me to know how much I hurt you, Sierra. And Sierra's like, no, you don't. Like, you didn't even send you sent me a text 24 hours before you put out the statement. And I don't know if it's a pattern now. She told Kyle we have to put out a statement right now on the 1st of January. We should have asked Kyle, why did you feel you had to go ahead with it? You hadn't told your family. You should have said no.
Yeah. You said, no, I'm not
Why?
doing this. You
Okay.
make your own statement. I will make mine when I am ready to make a statement. You could eat this on your own for a while. That's how you feel.
Oh, I want to go back to something I forgot. When they asked about the friendship, was there leaked footage of Amanda comparing her childhood friendships or friendships she's had for longer? Am I making that up?
Yes, there was, where she was like, "No, I would never do this to Katie because I've that's been my friend since I was in third grade or whatever." So that's, to me, my interpretation was that is a real friend of mine. Of course, I
Yeah.
wouldn't do this to a real friend. You were just a coworker that I know.
So I think that's where it came through, and I wonder why they cut it off. And in all of this, Andy revealed that Jennifer Lawrence is a person who found out who leaked it. I didn't get a
I
chance
don't
to
give a shit
watch or
about
to
that.
listen, but everyone is saying like, no, it was production, and they're just, I don't know. I mean, I'll get a chance to go listen to figure out how that happened. But anyways, Sierra says like Wes wants to have his last word. Like Wes wants to embarrass me because he resents me so much, but you did not stop to even consider that this would be a big fuck you to me. Like he's with you to embarrass me, so have fun. But I mean, I know everyone's been saying like, oh, she's thinking highly of herself, but when you peel back the layers, like honestly, Amanda did not stop to think like, wait, with everything that went on with Sierra, with everything that happened, like why would Wes want to do this? Like, this is going to be scandalous. So, what is in it? You sat there when Paige said, like, what's going on? You are just trying to get clout. You've seen people call him a clout chaser. You saw what he did to Sarah, but there's some kind of inkling in that regard that because both of them thought she was disposable. I don't care if you disagree with that, but that is a plain as day fact to me, whether it's Sierra, whether it's anybody, even for people sometimes who cheat on people, is because you think that person is disposable. There's always a point in your life as a human being when you make a choice before you do something big, whether you should I do this or should I do that. And if you make the choice to do that, at the end of the day, you're like, if I get caught or if something happens, I'm willing to risk it all. And in that moment, that person is disposable. Whether or not you want to label it that or not, that is what it is. So
Yeah. Well, this is what happens when a pick me gets picked, though. The thought of what does this mean for other people in my life, and is this going to hurt some, that goes out the window. It is, this man has picked me, and that is all that matters in my life. I'm going for it because I was picked.
yeah.
That's all that happened here.
The bright side, a silver lining of all of this is Ben and Bailey are talking civilly to each other. I mean, Ben is like he's gonna give himself a crick in the neck, just trying to figure out what's going on the couch, and Bailey's like, "Yeah, me too. Like I have to sit this way because my boobs need to sit pretty."
my,
So
my titties get ready to fall out. So
Andy asked Sierra, like, what was the hardest scene for her? She's crying at this point. Remember, she told herself she was not going to cry. And she was like, probably the last scene, saying goodbye and just propping her friend. And it was like a pivotal moment. They knew things were going to shift, what was going to happen. I mean, little did she know she was actually really saying goodbye, to her
right,
friend and all that. And
bye
again,
forever.
I got emotional because it was just so sad. And she's just like, Amanda and West are stone cold. Everyone's tearing up,
Yes,
everyone's there, and it was dead. And, you know, sh it was just chilling. I think that's the word. It was chilling. You know when you watch, like, a documentary and you're like, "Whoa," when the murderers come out and all that, but that's what was, very, scary about that. But, we saw her cry. We saw her cry in earlier,
we did.
things, so there is the possibility to cry, and that did not happen.
No, didn't happen. I watch a lot of true crime stuff,
Mhm,
and there's a show. It might be Signs of a Psychopath, I think, where
mhm,
you see people talk about the horrible things that they've done, and they do it with absolutely no emotion at all.
mhm.
It is as though they are describing like walking to the mailbox and coming back.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt watching this, where I'm just like, you don't have any emotional connection to anyone on this stage except West. And even that is barely a connection. Like, you are a
Mhm.
detached person.
They don't have chemistry.
None.
They don't have
No, I can't
chemistry.
imagine what it's like to watch them flirt. Like, I don't know
Well,
what that looks like.
spat in each other's mouth, you know.
Yeah, spit in
So,
my mouth is how you guys flirt, huh? That's how you get down. It's fucking gross.
Amanda's response is like she knows she's fucked up an incredible friendship for the rest of her life. No matter what happens with her and Wes, she will always have to live with that. She will walk away doing a lot of thinking and reflecting and thinking about herself. And we know the result of that. They went to Italy together and they spat in each
Yeah,
other's
still
mouth.
together.
So that's
We're
it.
in
Yep.
love.
So Lindsay was like, no, but really though, what did you think would happen? Like, I'm still so baffled by this. And
Mhm.
Amanda was like, basically saying I wasn't thinking, like I was on cloud nine. And Sierra points out again, I was disposable. You were not thinking. So
And
Jesse's
you're still
sobbing
not.
again. And this is where we find out that his best friend hooked up with his ex this summer.
Mhm.
Wes
Mhm.
starts saying, oh, like, the friendships here mean so much to me. Shut up. No, they don't.
They
You don't
don't.
care.
They don't mean shit. You
The
don't.
friends you're hanging out with that lie to you and party with you, that's who you consider friends. And it was like, no
Mhm.
offense, like this is too much. Like, are you guys on beta blockers? Because everyone is emotional, everyone is going through it, and you're just like nothing. Like you basically wreaked havoc on this friend group. And then he said looking to the side. It's just like he was agitated, looking to that's West. West is looking to the side and Andy's like, I'm talking to you. He was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to be composed. And I'm like, this is scary. Like, what?
Yep.
That's
Like, yeah, I did drugs. Just
He's like, I'm sorry, like it's not reading that I actually care, but this matter. No, this matters to me. Like, I'm like, this is awkward. This is so
none of this
awkward.
matters to you. None of this matters. It never has mattered. It's not going to start mattering now. This is so bad. Just bad.
And then I can't remember who asked, and maybe Lindsay, and she was like, or Andy, Amanda, was this worth it? Who was it, Mia or Bailey? Please say no. Please say no. Please say no. She
I think
does
it was
not.
Bailey.
She does not say no.
No.
Instead, she actually says, "Oh, I wish I could have both." And I'm like, you know what? That's it. It's no.
Now go to hell.
There's no redeeming. There's nothing here. It's over. That's it. Just let them be whatever they want to do. Then they say, "Are you in love?" They both say, "Oh no, too early. Oh, we're not doing that." And Jesse was like, he told me he thinks he loves her. That's on his timeline too. So
Yup.
Carl pipes up. Carl is like, if we're not gonna talk about soft bar, I'm gonna speak. He's like, and you still gonna be with him after hearing all these things, after you see what he did to your best friend? And then Amanda is like, okay, heard. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, yes, I still am going to be with him after all this.
I think the dumbest thing also is that Amanda's thing is that Wes stood for her. Wes was always by her side and was doing all that for her. But Wes has only been there for like what, 3 seasons?
It's his 3rd season, yeah.
Yeah. Carl has been there longer. Sierra has been there longer. They were there for you through the whole. So what? Like,
Yeah,
did
Carl
you fall in
almost
love with
fist
them?
fought Kyle. Yeah, Carl almost fist fought Kyle after he insulted you. Like, yeah, no man has ever had my back before. I'm just like, Carl did. He just didn't want to have sex with you afterward. There is the difference.
That is such a sad thing when your worth is measured by the dick that goes in you. So, or doesn't, I guess, but with Kyle.
It's just not even the quality of it, just whether it happens or not.
Yeah, just stick it in. So, Wes says like he's committed to making the effort, not committed to the relationship. He is committed to making the effort. Guys, words mean things. You got to take people for who they are, what they say.
He said, I can't promise to try, but I'm going to try to try. Get out of here.
I just wish we could go back to the early days. I'm like, wait, hold up. Early
They
days?
ate him up on this.
Andy said 6 weeks ago? What? What are the early days? But also, it's an inclination into we're stressed right now, so we just want to go back to the early days. And Lindsay's like, the honeymoon phase? Not another one, another man.
Mhm.
Lindsay's just tired of it all at this point.
Well, he's basically like, I wish we can go back to when we were just lying about everything and no one knew when you were my secret. Like, could we go back to that, please? No one knowing what I'm doing.
Lying is my comfort zone. And honestly,
Yeah.
secrecy might be West's kink. Not kink, but he gets off on it. Because with Sierra,
Yes.
everything happened off camera, right? But that's when all the things happen. Mija was off camera. The whole thing with Amanda is off camera because maybe he's trying to see when I come back on camera, what can I hide? What can I get away with? It's a lot. But
Yeah.
Lindsay kept saying, you're lying. I'm over it. I'd like stop. And then Andy asked about did you really say act like you like me? And Amanda is like, oh, I'm sure it ended that way, but it wasn't the full statement. It was taken out of context. I'm like, again, they think we're dumb. The
Yeah.
camera, the Jumbotron was on you. So,
Yeah. Oh, I guess I'm an
okay.
idiot, so I'll believe you. Like, what are you talking about? You said it clear as day, and then you like rolled your eyes. So like we know what happened.
And also, why didn't Andy ask, like, oh, how come this happened on a big day for Sierra? Was that coincidence
Mm-hmm.
too? Swear on your dog's life
Mm-hmm.
that it was just
Right.
coincidence? So, um, Ben spoke. Woo! He got his voice back. Even Bailey was like, Ben
Yep.
wants to say something. There are other people on the couch. I don't know what Ben said. Ben said he broke the friend group that where he was the leader of the pack. I was like, okay. And
Yeah.
they were all boys and now it's fractured and all that. And Wes says that today I have learned that there were consequences for my actions. Today?
This is the first time in my whole life something bad has happened to me. It's basically what he said.
Everyone is just like, you guys keep saying you had conversations. So the thought process is that there was thought put into this. But the more you guys talk, the more it sounds like it was just like, hey, whatever happens, it is what it is. And it's just like,
We're just gonna
you didn't think
wing it.
about anyone else. And it's like, it's okay. So, today he learned that what he did was bad. They take another break, and then we see Amanda and Kyle hug, and Kyle's heart is just like beating like really, really fast. And then Kyle starts
I'm gonna
crying,
throw up.
and Amanda is like, hold it in, hold it in. I think she holds herself from crying, but for the most part, we got nothing from her.
Yeah.
Just
Nothing.
Lindsay and Mia have a moment in the back, and they're just like, I got nothing. Like, there's no clarity. There's nothing. Like, I don't understand what's going on. And when Lindsay comes back on stage with her wine glass, she's like, Andy, I feel like there has not been clarity. Andy's like, what? We've been here for like 14 hours.
Like, yeah, and right now I'm a little bit buzzed from this wine I brought on stage with me, and I got some things to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, like, let's just wrap it up. Like, I got dressed up for this shit. What? So yeah, she's like, she goes straight to the point. She's like, I don't think they realize like how he affected people's friend groups, people's careers, their livelihood, and this day has just been overshadowed by this mess right here. So Andy was like, okay, let's start over from the beginning. And he gets all his cards. I was like, welcome to the summer house reunion.
You had 40,000 cards.
Oh my god. So that's about it. That's how they wrap things up. And they are going to cheers by getting Girl Scout cookies because Sierra raised a lot of money during the whole thing when she wasn't speaking before she said the somersault emoji. Raised 160,000 for the Girl Scouts troop, which is great. So they bring out the cookies and they all take it. Everyone else eats it immediately. I don't recall that they were going to cheers, but
They did not
Amanda tells
cheers.
West, don't eat it. We're still going to cheers. And he's like, oh, my bad. So
Don't eat it. We have to cheers, West. I'm just like, this is the rest of your life, man. You signed up for this.
But yeah, Andy does say this was the most fun season, but also the least fun reunion. And they did cheers. And then they cheers with the Girl Scout cookies. But I saw Jesse shove the whole thing in his mouth before anyways. And plus
Who
there's
else
a lot
did?
of it. Yeah. There's a
Kyle was
lot.
eating his already. Like, yeah.
So they do a group photo. I think that's the thing. Like, unless you're Garcelle and she walks away, which rightfully so. Somebody else walked away before. But for the most part, they do take their group photo as part of their job, and they do that. They just, have to be conscious of the placements of who stands besides who. And
Yes.
then we get a next week bonus. And then we see them talking in an apartment. I'm like, okay, 60 minutes summer house style. And that's where Wes is like, do you want the honest truth, even if it's going to hurt? If you're capable of it, sure, we'll take whatever you're
No,
serving.
lie to me some more, please, West. That's what I want.
We haven't had enough of that. And then he says, like, I have liked her for a really, really long time. And I need to know when this really, really long time was, because does it overlap with Sierra? Does it overlap with the second time when you kissed her? Like, what is going on? And I cannot believe that we did not talk about him rubbing his hand on her thigh in the middle of the whole group of people.
Right after he saw his girlfriend kiss her husband. He saw Amanda kiss Kyle, that triggered him, and now he's like, well, I have to show Amanda that I could. No, this is I am of the opinion he has wanted this since day one of being in Summer House.
But yeah, I think that was probably an important thing. And this is the thing about shooting the reunion before it ends. I don't mind waiting a week or two to get it all together so we can ask the questions and then get it in there, and just maybe it was in there. There's no way someone didn't ask about that. But I just thought that was really important during the segment where it's like, if nothing was going on, what was this reaction? So if you think like we can see through whatever lens, what was this reaction? No one even asked. You whispered in her ear twice. What were you saying? It seemed rather intimate,
What was that about? We'll never know.
So we'll see that. And then we see Lindsay telling Amanda, what was she telling Amanda? That something about Mia? No, Mia and Sierra were together. We're the ones talking together. And I think Lindsay was telling Amanda, like, he's going to do this to you too. Like, he was lying about this. So either way, we thought we were done, but now we have.
Oh, you know what it was? It was Lindsay saying, he's telling everybody that you were the one that started this, that you were the one that like approached him and pursued him. And she's like, that's not true. Yeah. She's like, well, he's saying it, so he's going to do it to you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was it. I'm glad it wrapped up. I don't know. Now I'm just sitting and waiting. July is in a few weeks. They're supposed to start filming. What are we doing? I said this again over on Bitches Better podcast, that I'm not saying we should reward them, but if they add them to In the City, I'm just curious for what the camera is going to show us about the relationship. Right now, all we see are people taking photos and all that, but the camera never lies and we see stuff. They're going to be under pressure to show that there's so much in love, but there's only so much you can hide from the camera. That I'm like, add them in the city. Let's see what happens. But the problem is, who are they going to film with in the city? They're going to have to add Wes's friends. I don't want that.
No. It's going to be the two of them and Katie DeLuca and nobody else. And no one's going to want to watch that.
Exactly. So, but I do want to see what the dynamics of their relationship is. The curiosity is getting the best out of me, but yeah.
I do want to see them be miserable, because they're going to be fucking miserable because they don't like each other. They got hot for each other. Now they're stuck.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, thanks for joining me, Brian. Can you share with people where they can find you?
Yep, I am at Math's Version. We are covering right now. God, what city are we even doing anymore? I don't even know. I don't know. We're covering maths. Oh, Boston with Mock the Shock and Lindsay and all of them. It has been a long couple days for your boy. We haven't recorded our episode for this week yet. So yeah, you can listen to us at Maths Virgin talk about that. They are still on the honeymoons. Alyssa is fully crashing out. These are going to be fun episodes to talk about. You can follow us on Instagram and Threads at Maths Virgin and join our Facebook group, the Maths Virgin Fan Club. There's going to be a decent amount of Love Island talk in there while that's going on too. So if you want to, talk about how gross Gabrielle is, hop on over there.
Oh, Love Island. We're all insane. Guys, you can find me on social media, all of the social media, whatever social media of your choice. It's all the same. The handle is Tane Talks, TAYNETALKS. Please give me a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and stay subscribed so you don't miss out on any new episodes. Brian and I also cover Love is Blind, all of the countries, and we're waiting for the next announcement. And currently we are covering Welcome to Platteville Season 8, and I am covering Couples Therapy Season 5 with Jen. So check them all out on there. Until next time, guys. Bye. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Tane Talks. Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, and then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together, at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/remove. Protect yourself now at aura.com/remove.